Hi, hello. My name is Than, short for Nathaniel. So today, I'm really excited because I got my Jones Road beauty stuff. Yay! Okay, so Jones Road is like a minimal sort of like clean brand created by Bobbi Brown, who, you've probably heard of her. But she left the actual Bobbi Brown cosmetics company in 2016, I guess, and now she has her new baby, Jones Road. Which I'd love to know the whole meaning, or how she came up with the name. I wonder if they say that on their site. I should look into that. I'm curious. Maybe I'm gonna add, okay, so we'll get to this later too. We'll talk about Newness. Newness is like a I guess that they've been around for like a year, but it's like a new live streaming platform for beauty lovers and creators. And she's actually gonna be in a Newness live stream with tomorrow night with Daniel Martin. I don't know, I just feel like it's all like everything is like connected. But okay, anyways, okay, so we'll get to that. So how did I get there? Oh, so during the live stream tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna be like in there, like in the chat. So maybe I'll ask her where Jones Road comes from, or maybe she'll just say it. I don't know. I'm really excited for the live stream. Okay, but I'm gonna start streaming on Newness. But okay, back to the video. We'll get there later. And it lists, different things that they don't include in their formulas, like phthalates, sulfates, petroleum, PEGs, cyclic silicones, yada yada yada. And they use like very strict European Union guidelines apparently to eliminate over 2,700 potentially harmful ingredients. That's a lot. So when Jones Road was first announced and launched, I wasn't I wasn't very excited about clean makeup and things like that. So I just wasn't super into the brand. I followed them and everything, and I've been keeping up with them and their releases. And I've sort of had my eye on things, but the thing is, and this is a common, hesitancy I have with lots of different clean brands, not specific to Jones Road, but a lot of times, the makeup, a lot of these clean brands, all their base things are very sheer, like skin tints or things like that. And literally, you can see my rosacea is so prominent that if I really want to use color products, I have to sort of have some level of evening out. You know what I mean? Because if I just put on a blush without covering, sort of the splotchiness, it'll just sort of look, it won't look right, But like I said, I follow them, so I keep seeing all these live streams and stuff that they do with Bobbi, and she's so cute, and her little team, I love. No, I guess I just have become fascinated by Bobbi Brown as a person. So it makes me even more interested to try, her products. So in her lives, she always just uses a very small amount, and she's only use it where you need it, So, but the thing is, what if where you need it is so spread out like me? It's just gonna have little we'll get there, because I'm just gonna use this basically for my whole face, the face stick, but we'll see how it works. I don't know. I was watching another one of her streams, and it was just on one of, the product pages where she was demonstrating something in a stream, and she said it's so cold here in New Jersey, and I was like, oh my God, she's in New Jersey. I picked up one of the face pencils. This is the, just called the face pencil, and I have it in the lightest shade, just shade 1 it's called. I got the pencil sharpener too, because I just wasn't sure about if I had a sharpener that was good for the width of this pencil, so we'll try that today too, just to see. I got their Miracle Balm in the shade Tawny, because Bobbi says this one's her favorite. So I was like, I'll go with the favorite. Even though I thought the Dusty Rose one looked really nice. I think there's 4 shades. There's a clear, rose, I think a bronzy one, and then Tawny. And this, I'll show you. So Tawny, sort of a reddish, a reddy brown type of hue. 2 of the new eyeshadows. They're called the Best Eyeshadow, and I got them in the shade Ash and So Pretty. Ash is an ashy brown. And So Pretty is like a very nice sparkly, like platinum-ish, silvery-ish shade. I was so sad when I opened the package because I sort of saw, you know, little bits of the ash shadow like sprinkled about, but I was like, like I didn't think it was the ash shadow. I just thought it was, I don't know, dust or something. So then I opened the So Pretty shadow, and right when I opened it, it was split in half. I was so, here, let me see if I don't want to like make a mess, but I'll just sort of try it. Oh, okay, yeah, so pieces are already falling, but so you can kind of see here, it like split right down the middle, and then when I closed it, it back up, it broke even more. I was like, okay, well, the one's broken, but let's check out the other one. You know, maybe I can just push it in and it'll be fine, whatever. And so I opened the ash one, and it was just complete. I knew, like, going into it, like, you could even see, like, there's powder all over the box. Like, this one really shattered. I was, like, swatching, like, the crumbs, and it's a very soft formula, so I definitely understand that, you know, stuff happens in shipping. You know, what can you do? I'll try to show this. Oh god, I really don't want to make a mess, but this sort of just is all cracked. So I emailed the customer service team, and they got back to me really fast, and they just said, you know, thanks for reaching out, and we're sorry, and they sent me, they said they're sending me the shades again. So, and they said I don't have to send them back because of like COVID stuff. So basically, I'm just gonna use it today. I feel like it should be fine. I'll just like, you know, I'll be careful not to make too much of a mess. I was debating on whether I should wait till I get them like in their solid form, but we're just gonna try it out and see. You know, maybe if it turns out to be a disaster with them broken, I'll just, you know, use them again in a future video when they come, but I really want to get into them, so. Hopefully some of that intro is salvageable, but I'm really excited and nervous, so I can't help it if I was ranting. Oh, and I don't know if I said this while I was ranting. I feel like I didn't. I'm in New Jersey, so that's why I was freaking out that Bobbi is also in New Jersey. I don't know, whatever. So I'm just gonna use like the primer that I've been using, which is the Bobbi Brown face base. So I'm just gonna apply that everywhere. When I got this the other day, I did sort of just like swipe it on my face, and it did look like undetectable. So I am excited about that, but I just, like I said before, I don't know if this is a product that's necessarily meant for someone with like a lot of stuff that could be covered, you know? I'm not sure, and I would be curious to hear what she would say. I think I'll ask that in the live stream if she would recommend this for someone with rosacea, or how she would use it on someone with rosacea. So yeah, that's a good question. Hopefully I remember that. I'm just gonna put it everywhere. Her technique is just putting it where you need it. So I'll just sort of like find the areas where the redness is really prominent and try to just target it there. But the you know, the prominent areas of redness is everywhere, but you know what I mean. I'm just gonna like. Is it worth it for me to use this stick versus just, you know, going over with a like a foundation, just because of the amount of area that I have my redness, you know? Okay, all right. I think you get it, okay. Let's just start to try to blend this. And I'm just gonna sort of pat all over. Maybe I'll take out a brush in a little bit, but we'll see how this goes. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more over this like pimple that I have, but let's try the sharpener. And has a smaller side, because I guess this would work for her. She has some like, I think like eye coals. I'm gonna try this side for the face pencil. Let's see. So that's sharpened pretty good. I feel bad. Some of the products sort of got a little bit jammed in there. I probably sharpened it too much. I wonder if I can salvage it. Yeah, okay, so I just patted my finger on the shredded product, and I'm just gonna tap it right here. Yeah, that added some. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Sweating. I still have some on my finger from the pencil sharpener. Just gonna go over some spots. I think that the shade is okay for all over, but I do wonder if I did get shade number 2 as well, how that would be, you know? And again, it's not meant to provide lots of coverage. It doesn't look like makeup on the skin though. It really does look just like it doesn't look dry. I mean, this side of my forehead right now is super dry, and it is sort of clinging very minorly. Like, I don't think you'd be able to see it if I wasn't in these lights. But it looks pretty good on my mustache. I sort of had to like blend a little harder there because I have to, like, you know, shave that every day, so the skin there is questionable. I wonder, I'll try using it sort of like an eyeshadow base. All right. A little bit more sort of in like this triangle of redness that I have. So I'm just gonna put it a little here. And it does, I mean, it really does just look like my skin. And it is evening out, and it is building. Like, it's building in a way that is very like cohesive. Like, when I add more in one place, I don't feel like it stands out, you know what I mean? And look, you know, just a few swipes and it really does blend nice. And so this is a problem that I have often, and this is even with, you know, full coverage foundations, is so like right here, this part of my redness, I always feel like when I'm doing my blush, I think that it's like, I put my blush too far in, but it ends up just being like, I don't know why. I do this literally every time. I'm like, oh, I blended too far in, but it's just my rosacea coming through. And it's always this spot right here. So I'm just gonna target right there, just because I know that that's a problem area. Let's try this Miracle Balm. So I already like broke the seal, which is what Bobbi calls, like, in her lives. She's like, you need to break the seal to use it. So basically it comes and it's all flat, and you have to sort of like press your thumb into it, and it breaks like the barrier, I guess, in the product. You just press right into it and reveals its true texture. So here's what it looks like just on my finger. Just a really nice sort of like burnt color, but I feel like it is sheer. So when I first got it, I sort of just spread it all over, almost like a moisturizer. But today I'm just gonna put it on my cheeks and see if we can get some sort of color and if it'll look okay on top of these sticks. All right, so again, this is the shade Tawny. It definitely has more color than I thought originally, but it still seems like very sheer. But I'm just gonna build it a little. And this, more than the color, it really just adds like a glow. And it was pretty glowy before. It definitely, like, I think she says that this sort of picks up the texture of what's underneath, because I mean, I added that face base and it really just looked skin-like because the face base is pretty rich. So it did just kind of melt in. I am super sweaty, but this is not sweat. This is just the like super like reflective dewiness of this balm. I was watching on their YouTube channel, Tina Craig used this product, but she was like saying that she wanted like a hot pink shade, and I think that would look so good because this is like a, you know, sheer balm. I feel like if it was in like a hot pink, it would just be the prettiest pop of pink on the cheeks. And Tina was like, Bobbi said she'll do it, so I'm hoping that she does. I'm gonna take the Sonia G Designer Pro into the Gucci powder in the shade 00, just right in the center and over my eyes. So I think that powder went on fine. I'm just adding a tiny bit of the Morphe contour stick. I was gonna use, well, maybe I'll use the Westman Atelier, because clean, fitting with the theme. I like the tone of this Morphe contour more than the Westman Atelier. You can kind of tell here. So the Morphe is just slightly like grayer. They are similar, but the Morphe is a little bit cooler. I'm just gonna go with the Westman Atelier. Even though I would prefer if it was a little bit of a cooler tone, I'm just gonna use a little bit on my finger. And just contour it a little bit. I feel like this pencil would be the perfect touch-up tool, like throughout the day, because it blends in so easily. I could see this just going over another formula so well, because it sort of like adapts to what's underneath. I feel like on top of other makeup, it could be really, really nice. Let's move on to the eyeshadow. I'm excited, even though they are broken. So I'm gonna take the Sonia G Blender Pro. This is just like a fluffy little blender brush here. And I'm gonna be careful with this. I'm just gonna like, okay, so we'll just see, you know, how this goes. It's, you know, what could go wrong? It's such a light, you know, sheer color, but. Just tapping into the dust. So that is just blending so nicely. It's just so soft. And I think the pencil did work as a good eye base for this. Now I'm gonna take the Rephr number 26 brush, which is just sort of like a, it's big for a pencil brush, but it's long and it's firm. So it offers a lot of control. Like, see, only the tip really moves. It's pretty dense. A little bit of that color ash and going on the lower lash line. For the So Pretty shade, this like more shiny metallic-y shade, I'm just gonna use my finger on one of the larger pieces. So it feels very soft. It definitely has like a wet sort of metallic-y shine. Which honestly, like, from everything she said, I like just wouldn't even expect that she would have a shade that is this shiny and sparkly, because she really like has a strong emphasis on like more subtle and minimal makeup, you know? Yes, 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 yes. I mean, just look. I'm obsessed. I don't know, it's just crazy to me that this like minimal clean brand has a more impactful shimmer shade than some of these other like, you know, more full glam type of brands. It looks very nice. I guess I'll go in with the Merit Brow Gel to sort of stick with this minimal clean theme, but I may go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows if I don't feel like this does it. We'll see. I haven't used this since I got that. But no, I think this will be fine. I'm gonna use the Victoria Beckham Future Lash Mascara. I've really been loving this again, and her bronzer, it just released. I think mine's coming tomorrow, so that should be my next video, another Victoria Beckham video featuring her bronzer. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna take that Gucci powder again. This might be a mistake, I don't know. Taking the puff, and I'm just adding a little bit right under my jaw, like right here. I think I added too much powder. No, it's okay. Okay, I feel like I should have just left my face alone, but I did that. I feel like I just added a little bit too much powder. So I'm taking the Peripera Ink V shading powder and the Shaquda angled face brush. I'm just gonna like add a little bit of that right here. Yeah, I'm really regretting adding that powder. I just put on way too much, and I also should have just used a brush. I think that puff was too much. Now, I don't need a highlighter, but I am gonna add, let me see. I'm just adding like the tiniest little tap of the Fenty Lightning Dust Fire Crystal Killawatt Freestyle highlighter. Whoa, that is a name. But just to the tip of my nose, bridge, chin, and right like here. And this is the Goss airbrush, by the way. I'm gonna take the Rom&nd Juicy Lasting Tint in Dark Coconut. I'm just putting a little bit on my hand. Just gonna tap it on with my finger. These taste like so good, like watermelon candy. And I'm gonna go over that with the Rare Beauty Balm as well, in Nearly Neutral. Not sure there's anything I wanna add. Let's see. So I'm just gonna take the face stick one last time and just put a dot right here. Okay, so I think that's it. So let's zoom in, and then we'll go over my final thoughts, and I'll talk more about Newness. Okay, so I think overall, I really like the way everything turned out. You know, the only thing is my fault, I applied a little bit too much powder on this side over here. But everywhere else looks really, really nice and smooth. The face pencil. I do feel like the lightest shade number 1 does work for all over my face, but I might pick up shade number 2 just to see, and then I could just use this under my eyes for brightening. I feel like this also does have like a blurring quality, just because I don't know, it really just sinks in and blends in really, really well. Just seamless, really.
Seamlessness, seamless, seamlessness, seamlessness, seamless, seamless, seamlessness, seamless.
I did not expect to like this because of my concerns before with my rosacea and everything, but it really did even everything out in a very flattering way. And even though it's sheer, it's so buildable. And usually I find most products are not very buildable. They don't layer well. If you go in more than twice, and that's pushing it. A lot of things you can't even layer twice. It'll just fall apart when you start adding too much. But with this, and I was kind of adding more throughout, you know, and just tapping more and more on. I just really, really, really like this. And it's also just perfect for travel and touch-ups. I mean, I know we're not really traveling right now, but By travel, I just mean bringing this with you. It's so small. I mean, like, I don't have a purse. I could just put this in my pocket and it would just be the one thing that I bring to touch up, you know? This and like the Rare Beauty lip balm, we're good to go. This Miracle Balm, it works great over this formula, the face sticks, but I do really want to see how this interacts with other formulations. Because you know how it is, balmy stuff like this, it's how it works. They just have a tendency to break down. The product underneath, you know, it picks up and makes things patchy, but not on top of this. I don't know, I'm pretty hopeful. We'll see. The eyeshadows. It's a shame they broke, but I mean, it's a really soft formula, so it's definitely understandable. And they resolved the issue really quickly. And hopefully the replacements don't come broken too, we'll see. But even broken, they performed amazing. In person right now, everything just looks really pretty. That's, I mean, really, that's the key, the key takeaway from this. All right, so now I want to talk a little bit about Newness. Basically, a new live streaming platform for beauty creators. And it's like, I feel like it's beauty that encompasses not just like makeup and skincare, but I feel like people talk about fashion, they talk about just like life things and like mental health. And I don't know, I just feel like it's just an exciting new beauty platform. It really is. There's so many cool people on it. Like I mentioned before, like Bobbi Brown is gonna be on it tomorrow night with Daniel Martin. So it's like, there are some really big names on it, but there's also so many smaller creators featured like me. Like I'm gonna be, okay, so basically you have to like apply to like stream on it. So I applied and they emailed me and they said I was approved. So I set up my first stream for next week because I need time to figure out all the technical things, and I bet I will still run into so many issues, but that's just how technology works, you know? But I'm gonna try having my first stream next Thursday, May 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna talk about. I'm not sure if like live streaming is for me yet, but I just have loved watching other people's streams and it sounds like it could be really fun. I don't really know like the style or like how I want to run things over there. I guess for my first stream, it'll just be like a little introduction and me putting on makeup and talking with whoever shows up, you know, just a chill little like get ready with me type of deal. And let me know down below like what kinds of things you'd be interested in hearing from me live versus in like a YouTube review. You should really check out Newness because there's all kinds of different like beauty people on there, and definitely goes way deeper than just makeup and skincare. It's like a really cool and cute community of people, and yeah, I'm excited to be joining them and seeing what happens. I don't know. But I hope lots of you sign up for Newness, and it's free, of course, you know, you just make an account, but I hope you guys sign up and ask me lots of questions in the chat and things. But I hope you like the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow my Instagram, PrettierThanGram. Ring the post notification bell so you're notified every single time that I upload a new video. And I'll let you guys know on my Instagram, or if you sign up on Newness, you can get notified when I go live. But I'll let you know if the date or time changes on that. But I'm pretty sure I'll be sticking with that, but it could change. I don't know. It depends on the difficulties I run into, you know, the tech stuff. Okay, goodbye.